The city of Denver declared themselves a sanctuary city. Now they're broke. And the way they're continuing to pay for the sanctuary people they're sheltering is by taking city employees and cutting their pay to zero and giving that money to the illegals. Listen to what the mayor of Denver is going to do. He just announced a couple days ago that the city employees are going to have their hours cut to zero. They're not being laid off. They're not being fired.
There's no severance package will follow then, right? If they don't lay them off, there's no severance package.
They're not going to get paid, but you got to hear the reason why. Denver declared themselves a sanctuary city. They have so many migrants, aka illegal immigrant felons, that are in Denver. The city is broke. So instead of saying, hey, no more illegals here, we're just going to cut the city budget so we don't have to cut services for the illegals for housing and food and education and transportation and healthcare. So if you happen to work for the city's going to save $4.3 million in certain departments by cutting people's hours down to no pay. So you can still say, yeah, I've got a job at Denver, but I don't get paid and I don't work. But I feel good because my salary went to pay for these illegals who have come all the way from the Mexican border to Denver. So lifeguards, coaches, front desk workers, clerks, call support, multifunction people are out. The guy that came up with this plan, which is just idiotic, is Mayor Mike Johnston. And he said, don't consider these to be layoffs.
No severance package for you.
Right. So we have to make this deal so we can better cope with the migrant crisis. So we'll reduce your hours and we'll call you if we need you. And I'm so proud of how our city team members have stepped up. But it's clear the federal government's not going to give us the money, so we have to lay you off, even though it's not considered being fired. The city of Denver spent $180 million this year putting these illegals in migrant housing and feeding them and educating them and health caring them and so on. And it's coming out of the city budget where they have no more money. I know. It's insane.
And you know what, Barry? Every last person that has a job but getting zero pay, when it comes November, guess who they're going to pull the lever for? Just one guess.
I would think they'd be crossing the aisle.
You would think. One would think that. I mean, I would, rational. See, Barry, I'm going to tell you what your problem is. You're a rational thinking person. How dare you? Problem. Because any rational thinking person is like, you know what? I'm not going to support this any longer. But a lot of people can't even put two and two together, Barry, to realize who's actually doing this to them. It's because of the left. And of course, this is the same state that they decided that you can't support President Trump. They want to remove him from the ballot. Remember, same one, same state. This is the same blue state, the same state that the Democrats are putting all these policies in there because they're putting the illegals before the American people. There it is again. America last. These people that have broken the law, that are criminals, we're going to take your pay. You need to still work. Because if you don't work for zero pay, then we'll put you down as fired, no pay, or you just quit. Well, actually, they'll probably put them down as quit because if you get fired, then you can go to the city and draw unemployment. So they'll just put it that you just quit. No unemployment, no severance package, anything. So all the money you work, and we get talking about robbing from Paul and giving to Peter. This is even worse than that. At least you can leave a coin or two. You don't get nothing.
Well, but you feel good because all the illegals are taking your money. By the way, and those illegals aren't working. Okay?
No, they're not working.
Just taking the money.
Yep.